everybody, I almost couldn't get this thing out of the camera. Hi everyone, happy Sunday. Thank you all so much for joining the stream. I hope your weekend has been a good one, and also your week has been a good one, and as always I hope you're doing better than me. I do apologize for starting the stream, today's stream, with a little bit of a delay, but I was having some technical difficulties, actually kind of some serious-ish technical difficulties with my Stream Deck software, Touch Portal. But thankfully it is sorted out now, everything is working, just not exactly quite as I wanted. But the point is, it is working, and remember the robotic voice from when you claim stuff with Dragon tokens on my Twitch chat? That thing hasn't been working forever. Well, it's actually just been a few months, but might as well have been forever. But anyway, point is, it is now working, and I actually managed to verify my theory from back a few months ago, when I theorized that the reason why it wasn't working was because I was running an older version.
Gotta keep hydrated.
Yeah, that one. Hi Riptane, happy Sunday. Thank you for joining. So yeah, I theorized that the reason why it wasn't working was because I was running an older version of Touch Portal. Give me a second. I wanted to test it on another PC first, but the problem is, because my older PC is running Windows 7 and the newer version of Touch Portal is not compatible with 7, I could not run the test. But anyway, today I was forced to upgrade my version of Touch Portal both on PC and on the phone that I use for running the software there. In case you are wondering, I have this old crappy Alcatel phone. I think you can see. Yeah, there. It's running Touch Portal, and this is my Stream Deck. Man, this thing is laggy. But at least it works. Anyway, so I had to upgrade the program on PC and on the smartphone, and now everything is working. The reason why I didn't want to upgrade the version of Touch Portal before was because I don't like the new UI on the software on PC. They changed it. I found it a little more cumbersome to work with, which is the reason why I stayed on the older version, because that one had a better UI, I think. But whatever, I had to upgrade, so fine. I guess, not really. At least it's working. That was my first ever phone. Yeah, Alcatel, it's not exactly a very good brand. I mean, it's not bad, but from what I know about this brand, they usually only make cheap phones, you know, not just price wise but also quality wise. I mean, their hardware is okay, it's just it could be better, you know, could be better. Actually, this Alcatel that I am using as a Stream Deck, I originally bought this thing in 2016, I think. Yes, I think it was 16 or 17. Somewhere around that time, with the sole purpose for this phone to be in my hands was to run the Steam Authenticator application, because at the time Steam switched from authenticating your logins via email to using the Steam app, you know. So I was using a Windows 10 mobile phone at the time, my Lumia, I was gonna say Lumia, my Lumia 640 XL. Man, I miss the phone so much, you have no idea. That was the best phone and OS for a phone that I have ever used in my entire life so far. I hate Android. But anyway, since there was no version for Windows 10 Mobile of this Steam application, I had to buy an Android phone. So I bought the cheapest one that I could find, and I still think this one was a little more expensive than it should have been. I paid 370 reais for this crappy thing. But anyway, I had now an Android phone that I could use as a Steam Authenticator. And guess what happened? 2 weeks later, Valve released a version for Windows 10 Mobile, so in the end I didn't have to buy this phone at all. But okay, it's fine, at least I got to use this thing as a MP3 player for a while. And when I started using a Stream Deck, I mean, when I started streaming on Twitch again, I got to start using this thing as a Stream Deck, and that's how it has been for years now. I have been using this one as a stream deck. I really want to upgrade to another phone. It doesn't have to be a high-end phone, far from it, because those things are absurdly expensive over here. But I would like to upgrade the phone that I am using as a stream deck to something better, because this Alcatel is very laggy, and it's also running a version of Android that is very old now. I think it's KitKat 4.1, yeah, something like that. It is working. TouchPort still supports that version, but because it is so outdated, I am sure that at some point in the near future I am not going to be able to use TouchPort on that phone anymore, so I will have to upgrade to something else. Alcatel hasn't been used since January 16. Yeah. And I am still rocking this one. But I have no idea how laggy that thing is. But yeah. At least things are working now. So, shall we work on some art? I'm gonna be honest with you, I actually wanted to be listening to Imagine Dragons in the background today because I'm in a mood for Imagine Dragons and their music hits so hard. I absolutely love it. If you ask me, I mean, for the longest time, if you asked me what my favorite band is, the answer I would give you would have been, I don't know, I don't have a favorite band. But if you ask me now, I'm gonna say Imagine Dragons. Their music is really good. I still have not found not even a single song of them that I don't like. It's amazing stuff. And no, it has nothing to do with the fact that the band is called Imagine Dragons, because as far as I am aware, I don't know, there's no dragon stuff in their songs or anything. Actually, the name of the band, if I recall correctly, doesn't even stand for, stand for something else. It just happens that the stuff it stands for ends up with the two words Imagine and Dragons. At least something like that. I don't know. Another moth. Moths really like your thing. They do. That much is clear to me now. Okay, so what am I going to be working on today? Actually, at least a couple things, right? Actually, I have a lot of things that I have started a long time ago and I haven't finished. So, you know, a lot of whips, works in progress. One of them is this here that I have not finished, as you can clearly see. However, I am on a mood for drawing stuff using Commodore 64 graphics. I don't know why, but I am in this mood this week. Actually, I have started and completed 2 pictures using Commodore 64 graphics. Both of them are currently available on my Ko-fi. One of them is exclusive to supporters of tier 2 or 1, I don't remember. Anyway, it's exclusive for Ko-fi supporters, so if you like to see that one, consider subscribing to one of my tiers on Ko-fi. And the other one is in early access, so that one I am going to upload to DeviantArt and eventually after to For Affinity. I still feel weird for saying For Affinity, but I digress. Anyway, it is currently available now in early access on my Ko-fi, but it will be made available on DeviantArt and For Affinity eventually. So if you're curious to see those, consider subscribing. That would be very, very much appreciated. So yeah, as I said, I did a couple things with Commodore 64 graphics already. They are on my Ko-fi. And last night, I actually was not going to draw anything at all. I'll check that in the second routine. But right after I set up my graphics tablet on my desk, and when I say set up, I don't mean install the thing because it was already installed. I just mean take it out of this sleeve, put it down on the desk, you know, position it just right, plug it in, that stuff. I don't know, I just grabbed the pen, opened multi-paint, and started to scribble random stuff. And before I knew it, I was toying around a little bit with the mirror. I think it's called mirror. I don't know, that feature, that tool that if you draw on one side of the canvas, it will automatically draw the exact same thing but mirrored on the other side. So I started toying around with that a little bit, and I drew this, and then I kept going, and now it looks like this. Actually no, it looks like this. I'm happy with this. I wasn't going to draw anything, and I accidentally ended up drawing something on purpose. But I'm not quite finished with this. So what I intend to do today is draw some more of this, maybe finish the thing, maybe draw something else as well. And this one I'm going to have as an early access on Ko-fi as well. So this is not going to be exclusive to Ko-fi supporters. So yeah, this is going to be on DA and FA as well, just sometime later. It will be first on Ko-fi. Ko-fi. I still don't know how to pronounce that thing right. Anyway, and the other thing that I'm going to be working a little more today is on this here, because I should have finished this a long time ago, and I keep procrastinating. Yeah. Let me check the DM Rippling sent. Yeah, there's the moth that just flew into his face. It looks like a very smaller one, a much smaller one, Rippling. They like you. That should mean something nice, I guess. Alright, so I'm gonna keep this open, but I will work on that. I will start working on this thing here first. Braveheart Headshots is just the placeholder name for the moment. So let's open that project. I never remember if it is this mode or this mode that I am supposed to use. Okay, it is this one. Because there's a difference. One of the things that I drew with Commodore 64 graphics using this program this week, and that one is an exclusive on Ko-fi. I drew that using a different. I drew that using the wrong mode. The wrong graphics mode on this program. So here's the thing, Commodore 64 graphics, the pixels, they are supposed to be kind of chunky, like this here. See, those rectangles, they are just 1 pixel. And the mode that I used, oops, hold up. I think it was this here. No, that wasn't it. It's the other one. This one. This one? Wait, I'm so confused. No, it's the other one. Crap. Extras. Yes, it was this one. So you see the difference on the size of the pixels. They are still just 1 single pixel, but the Commodore 64, the pixels on that system, they are chunky like this here, not complete squares like this. So yeah, one of the things that I drew was using Commodore 64 graphics, but I was just the wrong mode. So it doesn't really look all that much like a C64 thing, even though it is. But when I realized I was using the wrong mode, it was too late to go back and start everything over from scratch. So I just kept going. Yeah, it's way smaller than the monster attacking me a few days ago. I genuinely laughed when you said that a moth flew into your face. I'm sorry, but that was funny. Alright, so let's this one I drew using the correct mode. But yeah, I was drawing this. I was just toying around with the mirror tool, this thing, right? What is it called anyway? Oh, it's mirror. Yeah, mirror. Yeah, this thing is very nice. I like it. So yeah, I was toying around with this last night, and I decided to try and see if I could draw a dragon facing forward. This is Michael Braveheart, obviously. facing forward, because this is a perspective that I have always been really terrible at. And surprisingly enough, I actually managed to draw this kind of perfectly well, I guess. I did not use any references for this. I just went completely freehand, and just drew the thing from my memory. And there it is. At first it was going to be just the head, then I drew the neck, and then I decided to try and spruce it up a little bit, and here's where we are now. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Let's draw his wings. This is very nice. I like it. Alright, how am I gonna do this? I'm freehanding this completely. Faces every day, showing us the way to think and feel, helping us to understand. No, I think that has not occurred enough. They said it on the news and now it's real. Yeah, that would do for that. A little bit of zoom should help here. Yeah, it does. A nice thing about this feature is that I can focus on just one side, and the program will automatically do whatever I do on this side, it will do on the other side as well. So like little corrections, like this here for example, I only have to do the fix on one side, and it applies to the other. The only thing it doesn't mirror is the wherever I click with the paint bucket to fill with color. But it's alright. This might be too thick. That's better. I might want to redraw this line up here. I cannot really undo all of this, just this part, I mean. Fine, let's go back. No, I don't like that. Hang on. Okay, I think I can use this to fix the background after I redraw this line. Oops. Ah, come on, just do the curve. Yes, there we go. That's better. Much, much better. Okay, let's do a little bit of cleaning up here now. Let's remove this old incorrect line. Draw this on Microsoft Paint would be a lot easier. But this is fun. Besides, I do want to get good at drawing stuff with Commodore 64 graphics. So the more I draw, the better I become. At least that is how it is supposed to work. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this one here first. Yeah, there we go.
Every night when the sun went down in the town where we lived, the empty streets were lit up by reflected light from a distant sun, bouncing off a ball of rock, and we just lied on the roof and watched the moon. The moon, the light of the moon. We didn't talk, and silently we both felt powerful, and like the moon, my chest was full, because we both knew we're just floating in space over molten rock, and we felt safe when we discovered that our skin is soft. There's nothing left to set on death, and that was coming.
I think I got this anatomy kind of wrong. Let me try to fix it. Yeah, this here needs to be a bit different. By the way, if you would like to try this program, Multipaint, it is free on itch.io. Just search for Multipaint and you should find it. It's a very neat little program. And it doesn't do just Commodore 64 graphics, it also does other systems like the Commodore Amiga, the ZX Spectrum, Amstrad CPC, and other retro computers from the 80s and 90s. Oops. There we go. I almost got this right. I am really not very good with dragon wings. Yeah, that's better, I guess. Let's now just do some small corrections here. I might want to turn on my fan very soon. I think I am starting to sweat. It's kind of hot in here today. And it's only gonna get hotter because we are now moving away from the cold season. Oh, here. My fan has been on for the last week. Yeah, and you have a much lower tolerance to heat than I do, because your body is not used to higher temperatures for the most part of the year. Well, mine is. So you feel hot a lot more quicker than I do. On the other hand, I feel colder. I feel cold a lot sooner than you do because I'm not used to the usually lower temperatures you are. I kind of feel like this bit here is a little too thick. I think I'm going to redraw it. Also, remember, our European houses are designed to retain heat. Yes, that too. On the other hand, most Brazilian houses, actually basically all of them, Brazilian houses, they are designed to not retain heat. So when it gets, and also houses here in Brazil, they do not have a central heating system. So when it gets cold outside, it also gets cold inside. Yeah, that's a bit better. So if it gets 30 degrees Celsius and more you're cooking, yeah. And over here, if it gets, if it has 30 degrees Celsius outside, it also is 30 degrees Celsius inside. Well, actually no, I lie. It's usually a little cooler than the outside temperature, unless you have your window open. Especially if the sunshine is, if the sun is shining through the window and into the house, which is the reason why I usually keep my window closed. Because otherwise, this here would be an oven right now. I have central heating in the basement. Yeah, those things don't exist here. I mean, they might, but they are rare. Very rare. Actually, no, that's not the color I want. Alright, let's keep going with this. And let's begin coloring this part of the wing. And only then you can use a radiator. And it only turns on during the colder months, and only then you can use the radiator. I see. Yeah, over here, if you want to keep warm in the cold, you might have to buy an electric what are they called again? Heater. Electric heater. You know, like those, like that one that I showed you guys on stream some time ago that I wanted to buy. I still want to buy one of those, because my feet get extremely cold when the weather is cold, and that is very uncomfortable. No matter how many layers of socks I put on, they always get very cold, like actually cold to the touch. I don't like that. That makes me incredibly uncomfortable. Should be doing this here with the brush tool, or the pen, whatever this tool is called, not the paint bucket, because the paint bucket does not apply these colors to the other side as well. Only the, what is it called? Only the continuous draw tool does. So now I'm gonna have to do some more extra work on the other side. It's fine, no big deal. Yeah, I am starting to sweat. Let me turn on the fan. I gotta clean this thing. it's a bit dusty. Ah, much better. Much better. The only problem with using the fan is the noise it makes. Thankfully, the microphone is not really picking it up as much, because I have some noise filters enabled on OBS. Because otherwise, you would be hearing a loud buzz. Then clean it. I will do it eventually. I will do it eventually. I gotta do it. Clean and do a little bit of lubing as well, so the fan spins more freely. Problem is, I always say, I'll do it later. and then later comes and I never do it. And when I do remember of doing it, I say, I'm gonna do it later. So it's always later. Yeah, procrastination sucks. Now what I am doing here, it doesn't have to be this color. It's actually not the color that the wings are supposed to have. This will just make it easier to color everything uniformly later. My priority is actually removing all of this dithering here, because this will make it a lot harder to color everything. So if I don't have it, then I don't have to deal with it. I still would like to be doing art on an actual Commodore 64 software, in emulation of course, because I don't have the real hardware. But yeah, I would like to do that. Technically I can. Problem is that I cannot use my drawing tablet on it. I showed you guys before, the cursor goes all crazy all over the screen if I use it with a pen on the tablet. And sure, I could draw using the mouse, but that is a skill that I have never touched ever since 2008. So I'm not good with drawing with a mouse anymore. Not saying that I was good at doing it, but at least I knew how to do it. Now I don't really know anymore. Well, I do, it's just I suck at it. So yeah, the end result would look very bad. Okay, that there I don't have to touch. Yeah, that's kind of enough for now. Let's go back to green. Actually, no, not green, black. Gotta draw the membrane of his wing over here. Because the Commodore 64 has such a limited palette of colors, you have to be kind of creative of how you use the colors you have available to you. Like if I were drawing this on Paint or Photoshop, I could do so much in terms of lighting and shading. Like I could make the center of his face here and neck a little darker, you know, because the source of light is behind him, which is why we have these white lines all around his line art like this, and that would look great. Technically I can do it here. I mean, not technically, completely literally I can do it here as well. I just don't really yet know how to do it and make it work. That requires a level of skill that I don't yet quite have. So for now I'm just gonna go with what that is like now. I don't know if this correction that I started making here is actually necessary or good. No, that's the wrong color. Oh, by the way, guys, although things are still very unstable in my life, I have decided on the next long series playthrough for the game Friday. I mean, I have decided which game to play for the next long series playthrough. It's going to be Albion. From what I read, that game is very long, and as I said before, because of how uncertain things are in my life, unstable and stuff, I wanted to avoid games that are too long because I have a fear it might happen what happened when I was playing Briley Witch Chronicles, and I might have to stop the playthrough midway and not play for a while, and I really don't want to do that. I don't want that to happen. So that's why I was avoiding any longer games. But I decided to, you know what, screw it, let's do it. So yeah, the next game is going to be Albion. I don't know when I'm going to start it, but it's going to be soon. But I have to be honest with you, there's actually one very particular reason why I decided that I'm going to do it sooner than later. It's not just because I said, ah, you know what, screw it, let's just do it. There's actually, there actually is one specific reason. And it has to do with another game that I played on the long series playthrough series. I think I just said the same thing twice. But anyway, Briley Witch Chronicles. I really enjoyed that game. I really do. I don't like RPGs. Briley Witch Chronicles is one of the less than a handful of exceptions that I like. I found that game very charming, fun to play, and it has a sequel, and to my knowledge there is a third installment in the works. The only problem is I can't really afford the game because although it only costs $9.99, $10 on itch.io, I don't actually pay only $9 if I try to buy it, because you know of how the currency in Brazil is so bad, how the economy is so bad. The exchange rate between dollar and the Brazilian real is absurd. So $10 for me is actually over $50, and that's a bit of a hefty price that I cannot really afford right now specifically. But I do want to buy both of those on itch.io, and I'm saying this in particular because the playthrough that I did of Briley Witch Chronicles, I used a quote-unquote hacked version of the game that I downloaded from, what's it called again? The C64 scene database from this site over here. And that version is an outdated version of the game. It doesn't have any of the patches and fixes that the developer released over time after the game launched. And for a very long time, they did not have the Briley Witch Chronicles sequel, Briley Witch Chronicles 2, on this site, so I could not play it. But a couple nights ago, or maybe it was last night, I don't remember, I decided to check, and it is available there now, but it is the version 1.0, so the release version. And I checked on itch.io to see what is the current latest version of the game, and the latest one is actually a much higher version. So what I'm trying to say is that I downloaded that one from the C64 scene database, and I can play that on stream, and I plan on playing that. But before I get to it, I want to play Albion first. Only then I'm gonna go to Briley Witch Chronicles 2, which is also a long game. But as far as the version of the game is regarded, the version that I would likely be playing on stream, it is an outdated version. It has some bugs, it has some typos on the dialogues and texts. I actually was reading the changelog for the fixes, and the developer actually fixed a lot of things in the game. So if I cannot get my hands on an actual original copy of the game out of itch.io, which I do want to do, that game is worth buying, then I'm gonna be playing this outdated version. Which I suppose is better than nothing. But I frankly would rather be playing the actual legit thing. Let's say if this is a different file, alpha 6. Then yeah. And that is the reason why I'm going to play Albion first. Because Albion is long, and so is Bridal Witch Chronicles. So before I do Bridal Witch Chronicles, I want to do Albion, because I have been quote-unquote promising Albion for a long time now. Actually, while I was playing Bridal Witch Chronicles, the first game, I was already talking about playing Albion on stream eventually. And that was like, what, 1 or 2 years ago already? Something like that. Albion is already 29 years old. Not as old as me. It's younger. I actually think it is 1 year older than my brother. What year did it come out? 1995? No, 94 I think. I don't remember. Somewhere around the mid-90s.
They see those shadows on the wall. The cracks run deep as pieces fall.
But yeah, that is actually the main reason why I decided to do Albion already, sooner than later. This bit doesn't look quite right. That's because it isn't. The latest version is from July 96. Actually, I didn't check which version I got, but I'm assuming it is that one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redraw this a bit. And you know what? I should use a different color to make this a little easier for me. And I'll recolor this later, of course. But right now the priority is to be able to see what exactly I am doing, with less risk of being confused. That's worse. That's a lot worse. Okay, I think this is better. A bit wonky, but better. Let's erase the original lines. Actually, I'm curious, how much is $10 right now? Yeah, 54 reais and 1 cent right now. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but it is a significant amount for here anyway. It is an expense that I have to not exactly think about before I do it, but it is something that I have to plan out a bit. Which, by the way, guys, I'm not really going to say that I got a job because I am currently on trial. But I did start a job this last Monday on a local copy shop. The pay isn't the greatest, but it's not the worst either. The job itself is also okay. I don't really have many complaints, although I will have to be not servicing people. I'll be taking orders from the clients, you know. I'll be attending at the front counter, on top of doing some other stuff as well. But the point is, the actual job itself, you know, make copies, cut paper, plastify documents and stuff. I don't know if plastify is an actual word. But anyway, all of that stuff is okay. The one thing that actually I am not fond of is that I have to be standing up all day. And that is not really very good for me because I had thrombosis years ago. The doctor actually told me that I should avoid stand up for too long. And I can definitely feel why the doctor gave me that alert. But yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about the job. So far, anyway. Because otherwise, it is okay. Oh, that's the wrong color. But yeah, I am currently on a 30 days trial on there. It's starting to get dark in here. Hey, Pianist Dragon, I haven't seen you in a while. Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining. Yes, it is fun to draw with Dragon graphics. No, with Commodore 64 graphics. Hey Dad, you are there too. I almost didn't see you there. Hi, thank you for joining, guys. Happy Sunday. But yeah, it is fun to draw with C64 graphics. I want to get good at doing this. Okay, I think I got my wings. Now I gotta sort out the background because I did make some... Well, I did erase a few bits of the background that are actually not supposed to be erased. Dragon Graphics TM. Fun fact, there is a Node computer system from the 80s that is called the Dragon. It's actually not just Dragon, there's something more on the name. But yeah, the main part of the name is Dragon. I don't think it was very popular, however. How am I going to fix this? Let's save and switch over to this spare page. And let's open Alpha 5 PNG. Ignore. Yes, okay, perfect. So now what I'm going to do is go back to the second page and let's put a random color on the wings. Yes, I think I got all the pixels. I just forgot the main brains over here. Okay, so now what I am going to do is remove the background. Let's first remove with a bucket tool all of these solid color parts. And then for the dithering, I will use the
hydrate.
Oh my
Gotta
God,
keep hydrated.
That startled me. I'm no longer used to the voice. That thing has been down for so long that I'm no longer used to it. Excuse me. That caught me off guard. Yeah, it is indeed a good idea. You have to stay hydrated. Ah, fudge, I am doing this without the mirror. There, now that I have mirror enabled, I only have to erase one side. The program will erase the other side for me. There we go. Let's make the thingy bigger. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. Here. And here. And I think this is the last bit. Or is there more down here? No, that was the last bit. Okay, nice. So now that I have completely erased the background on this page, I will pick, I think this makes this color transparent. Yes. Let's turn the entire picture into a brush.
A time has just been redeemed for 100 dragon tokens. Time to play an ad.
Riptane's favorite. Ads. I'm sorry, Riptane, but I have to do this now. I will first finish this here, though. I will first finish this bit. Oh, look at this. Whoa, that's nice. Alright, let's go over to the second page. And I now have to align this perfectly there. Yeah, there we go. Now I have my wings in place. Right then. I'm gonna send this back to the first page. So let's select, go back, and let's very carefully align. There. Perfect. 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 Okay. Save. And I'm gonna play the ads now. I will wait a bit for the ads to be done. Then I will go back and continue this here. Okay? Let's do it. Ads should now be playing. So yeah, I am very sorry, Riptane. Blame Daz. Blame Daz. Let me close this here for now to free up some RAM. I'm gonna save this as a PNG. Oh, I am enjoying this. If Twitch is right, the ad should stop playing, should end, I mean, in just a few seconds. Alright, in theory, we should be back now from the ads. I'm sorry, Riptane. I'm so sorry. Alright, let's start coloring these. How am I gonna do the that? I don't like that. What if I use Dither? Hang on. Let me try this. Now Dither. Give me the dark green. No. How about black? Maybe. Let me try this. I don't think this is going to look good. I think I have an idea. I don't know if it is going to be a good idea, but it's one. It is an idea. And that is turn the line art on the inside of the wings black. I'm doing this manually, pixel by pixel, instead of using the bucket tool. So I can apply this change to the other side at the same time with the mirror tool. That should make things a lot faster to get done. I will do just this one first as a test. If it works out, then I will do the rest. Oops, that was one too many pixels there. Alright, let's see if this works as intended. I'm not really convinced it does. To save on time, I am going to use paint for a moment. Should have saved that as a PNG, not as a bin. There we go. No, not that one. Edit. What I'm going to use paint for is to change the colors of the wings, the line art of the wings, a lot faster using the eraser tool. I mean, eraser trick. Let's begin with the inside. Actually, just the inside. There we go. Now save, and it should probably not need paint anymore. Let's go back to the spare page and open that PNG. Select, go back to the main page, and let's apply. Perfect. Okay, dither. Actually, no, disable dither. Do this first. Oops. I'm gonna have to change that there too. Okay, let's focus on the inside first. It will work. It will work. Also, I lied when I say I wouldn't need paint anymore. I mean, I don't. What I'm going to do here on paint, I can do it on multi-paint. It's just going to take a longer time. So in the, in the interest of saving time, I will do it here on paint. Why is it not working? It's that bug that Paint has. Yeah, okay, let's go with that one too. Okay. And save. Let's go back to multi-paint. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, now let's find out if this is actually going to work. Okay, now give me black, dithering, and let's apply the dithering. The idea of this dithering, the intention behind it, is to try and kind of make it look like if this is a darker shade of green, you know? Yeah, that might work. As I said before, because of the limitations of the C64, you would have to be creative with how you use the colors. Oops, disable the dithering, I forgot about that. Should I just go ahead and make the entire line art of the wings black? Nah. Nah. Alpha 6? No, let's do Alpha 7 because I did make a significant change to the wings. There. Now I want white. And let's make something that should look like some lighting. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this on the membrane over here, or even if I should. Oops. I should use a little of some here. I am really enjoying drawing stuff with C64 graphics. I really am, guys. You have no idea. This is really fun. If I get good enough with C64 graphics, I could maybe even include this stuff as something I can draw for a commission. Which, quick reminder, I am open for commissions. Type exclamation mark commission or exclamation mark commissions in the chat on Twitch, and you will get information on how you can commission me, prices and etc. But yeah, I can totally see myself drawing stuff with C64 graphics or even Amiga graphics. Those are also fun to work with. Yeah, as commission material. Yeah, that's not bad. Not too bad. Okay, now by here I should start scattering these white pixels a little bit. That works. Let's add a few more. No, actually no, let's not do that. I like that. Let's do it like this, question mark? Yes, like this. A little bit here too, but not as much. And the reason why is because this part of the wing is supposed to not be as exposed to the light source. Yes, that works. Nice. Let's save. And now I will attempt some shading. That was lighting. Let's attempt some shading. Okay, right here I think I can start making these green pixels a little larger. I mean, not the pixels themselves, I mean the shading bits. I might have added a little too many over there. I'll see what it looks like later. But if I am right, then I would just have to remove them. It should be easy. Oh my god, the wheel on my mouse is not helping. But yeah, that looks fine. Let's do it on this wing next. Not on this wing, on this part of the wing, I mean. Oops, no, not there. Okay, by here now, I should be making these bigger. Because this part is supposed to be less exposed to the light, and therefore there should be more shadows here. Oops. Here I forgot to add a little bit of lighting. Yeah, that would do. Now let's go back to the shading. Remove that one. Yeah, I think that looks alright. Yeah, it does. Let's just do a quick fix down here. This bit. Oh, actually, no, never mind. I cannot really do what I thought of doing. Never mind. Okay, save. Because you always have to often save your progress, whatever you're doing, so you don't lose anything. You know the drill. I'm gonna leave that like that. No problem. Okay, what is this like without this grid? It's fine. It's quite fine. STRG plus S? Oh, Control plus S, yes. Always save often, because you never know when something might go wrong and you might lose all your progress. I speak from experience. So heed my advice. I mean. Alpha 7.png. Not ONG, PNG. Let's save it again as a bin file. Brain farted. My brain has been farting for a while now. It's very bad. I've been getting that a lot. Oh, you wrote in German. Fair enough. I like this, guys. I like this. I think this looks nice. Could be a lot better if I was more skilled at drawing with graphics, C64 graphics. But this is looking fine, I dare say. I still want to add some kind of shadow to the center of his face here. Because this can look so much better. I would try. Let's switch to Alpha 8. And drink some water. Stay hydrated. Hey, wanna see something fun? This is a Nokia phone. What is this again? A Nokia 1600. It does something fun that most phones do not do. I mean, they do, it's just not fun. It tells the time.
The time is 4:31.
I don't know why I find this so amusing, but it's fun. Man, I would have been so happy having this phone as my daily driver when I was a teenager. Such a neat little phone. His hair looks like a big freaking insect string on his head. I don't really see that, but I kind of sort of get what you mean. But I don't really see that. Okay, how am I gonna do this? It will have to do a blend of dark green and black like I did for the wings. But how should I do it? What if I start with the neck first? Yes, let's try. Maybe this color? Maybe. What about this one? Oh, that's the one that I did the thing with at first. This maybe might work. I have one idea. What if I grab the bucket tool, dither, yellow, and do this? Instead of yellow on the center here, let's use the same color that I used on these borders, so this one, but with dither. That works. That does work. What if I do yet another thing? No. I have dither enabled. Right now, actually I'm gonna keep using this here. Straight line. There we go. Now I get the buckets, dither, and the yellow. What if I do the same thing? But here now. No, not with yellow, with white.
Watching seasons change, our roads were lined with adventure.
And just like that, I kind of have a working gradient. I still feel like this could be a bunch better. Let me try something more. Wait a second. undo that. I now have no idea what I am doing. Whatever it is that I am doing here right now, I am only going to do about half of it. Just for testing purposes. Actually, some of this I can keep like that. Wait, why is it? Oh, I'm using the wrong color, that's why. Okay. What about this? No, black over there is a little too much. The problem with using this green is that it then will blend with the line art. And that is not something that I want to happen. No, let me undo all of this. I hope I have enough undos left to go back all the way. Yes, I do. Nice. Okay, great. How do I darken his face? There is a way, and I will find it. Also, I might maybe have exaggerated over here. Let's go back a bit more. Oh, I don't think I have enough undos. And that is one of the reasons why I always save multiple files. Alpha 8. Okay, I'll just have to restore this part over here. What I am about to do, it can be done in this program. It will just take a little longer. So to save on time, I will resort to MS Paint. Yeah, I'll give it just a random name, no problem. Where is neck? There. Now give me Oh, I have to save Alpha 8 as a PNG first.
No matter what you do,
Oops.
I still be there for you.
Now open this. A very easy way to do it. I'm gonna be like changing that color. Going to this one, enabling transparency, setting the secondary color to red, and pasting. And there we go, fixed. Oh yeah, that also means, zoom in, damn it. That also means I'm gonna have to change these.
Infinite power.
The eraser trick is going to be incredibly useful for this. It would be nice if Microsoft Paint had a mirror tool as well. That would be fun to use. And very handy. So yeah, this I could have done just fine on multi-paint as well. It just would take a little bit of time because I actually would have to erase and redraw pixel by pixel. So let's go with this. Saves time. Alright, I'm gonna save you over neck PNG.
Infinite power.
There we go. There we go. I like this effect here. I like it. I think it looks good. The problem is the face. If I have this effect here, I'm gonna have to do a lot to the face, and I still don't yet quite know how. That's the problem that I am running into. I think next should be Alpha 9. Yes. Let's keep this here as Alpha 9. Just to make sure I am not messing anything up. Let me see Alpha 8.bin. Can I undo? Oh, I can't. I wanted to save that effect as another thing, another file.
Infinite power.
Oh, it doesn't undo if you save. Oh, I just lost all of that. Oh no, never mind. Never mind. Thank you, Microsoft Paint, and thank you myself for not closing the damn thing without saving. Let's restore that. And I'll save that to alpha 8.bin and keep that as a step in the progress. Just in case I want to go back to that effect, you know, so I want to have to draw it all over again. Especially if I figured out what to do about the shading on the face. Okay, save this there, and yes, overwrite. And let's just clear this so I don't get confused. And let's keep working on this one, Alpha 9. Right. Oh yes, the membranes as well, they should have some shading of their own. Absolutely everything that I am doing on this picture, it can be done on real hardware, on an actual real Commodore 64. It would just take a lot more skill and time to get done. And I don't have a C64, sadly. I actually would like to have one. Even if just the Commodore 64 Mini, which is a modern thing. Because to be frank, the real deal, a real C64, I'm not gonna say it would be a little cumbersome, but considering how old the hardware is, it could be a bit tricky to keep it alive. And I would hate if my C64 would die on me. I really would. Which, speaking of dying on me, I think this phone is dying on me. It's really weird. It's not really working. I use that as an alarm clock. This thing is so loud. You have no idea. It's absurdly loud. The loudest of phones I have ever had. Which is why I use it as a alarm clock. It's so freaking loud. It usually spooks me awake. Which I think is the reason why I got late for work this last Saturday. Well, yesterday. Because I don't think it rang, because for some reason it is bugging out really hard and not actually working. Okay. What if I grab this now and well, first save, and now I recolor some of these dithering pixels. I'm assuming this is applying them correctly to the other side. It is not, because the dithering is a bit different there. But it's fine. I will correct that, but I will use paint to make that correction, just because it is going to be faster. Because technically all I gotta do is... Actually, I think I can do that here. No problem. In a very similar fashion. Yes, I'm gonna try that first. But first, let me finish this. Yes. I kind of feel like I could go a little further inwards. Right about here. Found my new phone background. Which picture is it? Something nice, I expect. One more here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and all the way. Yes, last one. Black here, black here. That works. That does work. Okay, now to fix that other side, I would try doing it here. So let's just select this side. Okay, I know I can flip this. And I think that is how I do it. click to apply. Control Z and Control Y to check. Yes. Yes. Yes? I never noticed that blackness over there. What's going on here? Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. No problem. Yeah. Fixed. On Paint, the way I was gonna do it would be by copying one side like this. Hang on. And then using the eraser trick to erase everything on the background. Lost Ember from your Steam wishlist is on sale. Great! I have no money. So shut up. Shut up, Steam. Anyway, this here is what I was going to do with Paint. I'll do it just to show you. But now I don't actually have to do it. Now black and black, I said, and a smaller eraser. There. So then I would copy all of this, go back here, well, actually more like this here, you know. But since I started on this one, let's keep going. Red as the second color, and then I would paste, flip, and the position on the other side like that. So this is what I was going to do with Paint. But actually it wasn't necessary. It didn't take long to fix it here. And I like it. Alright. What is it going to look like if I grab yellow, dither, and apply some of that on the flames? It's not bad, but I'm not sure if I should do this. Awkward monkey puppet.png. What happened, Riptang? I think I don't know. Let me undo. I like the way both versions look. With the flat white. Well, I guess with the flat white, it gives the impression that this flame is actually stronger than with the other like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it. I think I'm gonna keep it like this. It is alright. Okay, I still need to do a bit more shading around these parts here. But if I use black here, it is going to mix with the background. Just out of curiosity, what happens if I grab this green, dither, and the bucket? Absolutely nothing, at least not on this side. On neither side it did. Huh. I was expecting there would be a difference. Curious. No problem, I was just experimenting with something, I guess. Oh, I think these pixels do need changing. Nah, just looks strange if I do that. Alright, I still have to figure out what to do about the shading on his face. Let's save this as alpha 10 and try something. And this is the last file that is going to receive the name alpha. Man, I haven't reached alpha 10 in the progress of my artworks in several years, probably over 10 years now. My old habit with the naming scheme of my progress files was that whenever I get to alpha 10, the files after that will be named beta. So after alpha 10, if I save another one, it's going to be beta 0, and then beta 1, 2, 3, 4 until beta 10 if I do get there, and then I'm gonna use whatever Greek letter comes after beta that I can't remember. I might have to look it up. Okay, how am I going to do the shading on his face? Let's say this. Alpha 10.png. I do like how this is turning out. But there does need to be shading on his face. There's no running from that. That has to happen. Okay, so now I have the exact same picture on the spare page in Multipaint, and what I am going to do is remove the color from his face. Let's make this transparent. Oops. Hang on, what exactly am I attempting here? Okay. What if I do that, switch to a brush and then try to go back to that? Okay, I think I should still have that as a brush. Okay. I'm sorry for the silence, but I am trying to think real hard on how and what I should do here. It should have to be something like I did with the inside of the wings. The problem is that is going to mix up with the line art. What if I give the line art a completely different color first? Oops, not that one. Just to keep it separated from what I am actually going to do here. Oops. Now I'm going to have to copy this again. Oh well, not copy, but turn it into a brush. There. I might want to do the same thing with the line art of the main, just with a different color. Right. Now, I'll turn on the mirror. Let's start drawing shadows using black. The buckets. Let's put this back in place. Oh no, that's wrong. Why is it messing up the pixels on the center there? Look, it's messing up the pixels. Why is it doing that? The dithering of the pixels there on the center on his neck. Why? But why? I mean, it should be exactly as this here. Fine, I guess I'll just have to manually fix that. It's fine. I was off by 1 pixel on the vertical. So weird. Look at that. Fine. One problem at a time. First, let me figure out the face. Actually, no, hold up. No. It should be a lighter green. No. The darker green. And then I will apply the, oops. Then I will apply dithering with the lighter green. Wait, hold up. Before I do that, let me do, not that, this. Okay. Now I will do it with the dithering. Now, oops, give me transparency on his face again. I'm now on the main page, right? And, oh, actually, you know what? Disable mirroring. And now this should work without messing up any pixels. Yes, 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 yes. This is going to work. Hey, welcome back, Ruthie. Yes, there it is. Fixed. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, see, this is what I wanted to avoid. The line art blending in with the shading like that. I mean, it's not bad, it works. It's just I didn't really want that to happen. Let me try something else. No, not that one. So my mistake when I was selecting everything to repair some pixels on some areas, and I ended up messing up some others, was because I was turning the picture into a brush like this, but I had the mirror tool enabled. So that's why it was messing up a bit. Okay, so now that I have these pixels better defined, I will enable the mirror and change the color to black. Oops, I think I went. Yes, I did go in the wrong place there. But now he messes up the nostrils. Darn. One issue at a time. That bit there should probably keep green as well, even if it blends.
I have no strength, I can't go on living in these desperate songs.
But I don't really like how that looks though.
Need to find my own escape.
There's gotta be another way.
Will I see
technically I could use some other color completely, like some shade of gray, I guess, but that would look so off. Because I don't want to use black here, but I can't really use green either. I mean, I guess that works, but well, what if I do the same thing to these other line arts? Because I also don't want them to be completely pure black. It just looks off. That actually kind of works, actually. Yeah, that actually kind of works, actually. Yeah, sure, actually. Yeah, it kind of works, actually. I gotta stop saying actually. It does kind of work. Yeah, I think it's growing on me. I think I got it, guys. I think I got it. So, save. And I still want to try to add some extra lighting to the sides of his head. Because I still want to go back to the lighting that I did earlier on the sides of the neck. So, all around here, I still want to do something about that. But oh, wait a second. Well, first I gotta save. Alpha 10. Yes, overwrite. The thing is, now I have the Alpha 10 here on the spare page. I want that on the... Oh, I'm gonna do this. Duh. I don't know why I was overthinking this. Yeah, there. So let's say if this is a PNG. No, never mind. Wait, what is alpha10.png? Oh, it's already saved. Alright. Then cancel that. Okay, guys, I need to take a brief bathroom break, and when I come back, I will try to sort out, well, not sort out, I'll try to make the lighting on the sides of his head. And if I can manage that, I will then go back and bring back the lighting that I did on the neck. Okay? So I'll be right back. I'm back, guys, and I think I know how to do this. I think. Let's open the same file on the spare page. Now let's open the PNG one, not the bin one. Yes, they are the exact same ones. Excellent. I now want to remove the color of his face. Let's make it transparent. I should probably do it on paint, just because it's going to be easier to remove the color from the dither. Well, actually, I don't really need to do that. Never mind. Just this is what I need. There. Oh, no, not that one. There. Okay. Let's turn this into a brush. And keep that in memory. Now let's go back to the main page here. And just to not mix things up too much, I would use a different color completely. And I almost forgot to enable the mirror. Yeah. That's... This could be a bit different and better. Okay. Now let's fill, actually leave that pixel there. Should I do a little bit of this on the chin too? Actually, yeah. Yeah, just that. That is enough. Okay. I will save this as alpha beta 0 now.
Here we are, the place where stirred up feelings fall apart.
Because I want to keep this level, this stage of progress, minus the removed color of the face, of course. I want to keep that as a backup. So next, I think I will need a blend of what? Well, white and light green, I would guess. Did I say light or white? With dithering. All of that purple will have to be turned into this light green. But this side is now not symmetrical in relation to the other one. Right, one issue at a time. Dithering is enabled. Now I will do this on just one side, and then copy this side to the other side, but flip it. Why don't I use the mouse? It's going to be faster and easier with the pen, also more comfortable. Oh no.
If you try and fail, don't give up, just push through the pain. Find a way. And if we don't make it out, crash to pieces, full of doubt, know that I still believe in you. Someday you'll make it big, show the world just what.
Okay. Let's. I was almost going to press Ctrl V. This is not paint, it's multi-paint. Disable the mirror.
Reach the sky if you don't spread your wings and try. Don't stop looking to the stars.
Nice, nice. This is working. This is working.
Stand your ground.
This is working. I would just have to do a little tweak right here. Yeah. So now if the mouse, the wheel of my mouse is going to help. Now, let's copy just one side. And yes, flip. Yes, flip like that. And let's put it right here. Why did you mess up the pixels there? Why? I know why. Okay, plan B then. I have to grab just this lighting that I made here. I can, I think, do it on multi-paint. That is going to take a long time. I will do it on Microsoft Paint. But Beta 04 MS Paint. Save, select all, copy, make a new one, paste. Right. Oops, no. Yes, that. All right. Now, freeform. And let's select and copy only this section of his head. Copy, paste, click horizontal, copy again for backup purposes. There we go, that's what I need. Though there is a little issue going on here. Easy fix. Easy fix. I just don't like how not symmetrical one side looks in relation to the other. That's not a fault of my doing, but rather how the dithering works. Yeah, I can see that here too. Helps a little bit there. Okay, I will erase everything else here and leave only the head, and then I will export this head back into multi-paint. Perfect. Wait, what am I doing? Right, I know what I'm doing. This. Perfect. Minus the 1 pixel. All right. Head. Now let's bring that to here. Wait a minute. Yeah. Let's open that here. More. Yeah! I did it! I did it! I did it! I did it. Beta 0. I am on beta 0, right? Yes, I am. Like the 0.bin. Okay. Let's bring back the old neck shading. Oh, this is cool. I might want to use this for something else as well. Oh, I don't remember which one it was. Because yours is naming his neck too. Let's open that in Paint. Oh, it was already open. It has been sitting here this whole time. Okay then. Very well. I am going to remove absolutely everything from this here. And leave only the neck. Oops, I went a little too far. In. There. Again, I could do this on Paint. I mean, multi-paint. It's just faster if I do it here on Microsoft Paint. Where's that one pixel over there? Huh, that was weird. Alright, let's save this, Neck 3. Alright, I'm going to open that here. Neck3.png. Ignore. Yes. Oh, guys, look at this. Yeah. In the future, I will be able to make stuff, way better stuff than this. But for now, this is great. This is great. I do dare say, this is great. But do I want to save it as a beta 0, or do I want to move on to beta 1 for this stage of progress? Have I saved a beta 0 PNG? Technically speaking, yes. Okay, now it's official. I have. Well, kinda, because this... Okay, delete this. And I will actually save this as a beta 1. There. Now what the hell was on beta 0 actually? What is the stage there? Okay, excellent. So everything's done on beta 0 but the neck. Nice. So I will save beta 0 as a PNG as well. Just because of reasons. Yeah, there it is. And let's go ahead and go back to page 1, the main page, and save this as beta 1 PNG. And save again as a bin file, because if whatever I do here next and save, unless I change the name of the file, it will be saved to the PNG file rather than the bin file. So let's do beta 1 again. And yes, overwrite. Now, his mane and the wings, they also need a little bit of this treatment. So let me see what I can do about that. Let's begin by adding some flat whites to this area here. Another reminder, guys, that I will upload this to DeviantArt, and wait, what's going on here? Oh, this side is unfinished. I didn't realize. Huh. There we go. Now they are the exact same. Anyway, I will be uploading this to my DeviantArt and for Affinity galleries as well. Just not for a while. When this is finished, I will first upload this to my Ko-fi as an early access. So if you guys would like to see this for yourselves, consider subscribing to my Ko-fi. But eventually, after a few days, I will upload for free on the A and FA as well. So if you want to see there, you'll just have to wait a little longer. Actually, you know what? I might not really have to do that style of lighting on the wings after all. Mainly because there isn't really enough space to do that there. It's not exactly very necessary. But on the main, that's a yes. But I'll try to do it manually. Should I? Should I use the light green? Or should I go with white? Or both? Let's do it like this first. Nah, I want white. I think I want white. Yeah, I think maybe this might be just enough. I'll just add a couple more here. Just one. Found an artwork of an anthrocat sitting out of a window, drinking canned beer and looking at you annoyed. I guess I would also be annoyed if I were an anthro. That has nothing to do with anything. No, that is enough there. Yeah, I think that is enough. I don't really need much else. I don't really like how this is looking just one single block. If anyone ever steals my phone, they will be silently judged by one. Fair. Fair enough. Yeah? I think I'm happy with this, guys. I think I'm happy with how this looks. Yes, yes, yes. Should I do any kind of shading on the eyes? Let me try. Not too bad, not the best though. The wheel on my mouse is really not helping. I can't decide if I should go all the way like that with the gray, or if I should have that one red pixel there, because you know the corner of the eye, this part here. What is this going to look like if I remove the gray? It doesn't look very good. I think I'm gonna go with this. The gray and the red. I'm just not too sure if I should add an extra pixel of gray right there. No, probably not. Probably not. Oh, wait a minute, why is this yellow? I think this should be green. No, now that just looks like part of the eyeballing. Yeah, I think that is alright. I guess. Man, I like what this is looking like. I do. Let's save. I cannot really think of much else to do on this. So I think I can declare this picture finished. At least I cannot think of anything else. Save as final .bin. Also as a final PNG. There is one extra thing that I'm gonna do, however. I drew. Oh, that's messed up. Why is that messed up? I don't know why that is messed up, but it is messed up. Anyway, I drew the signature with C64 graphics. Now, I'm not uploading anything using this signature, but at least not yet. But I want to have a version with the thing, in case I change my mind, you know? No, that color's not gonna work out. It has to be something else. Let's use white. Oh, no, not there. I have an idea, because that is not fitting. This will. Now, should I have it here in this corner? Should I have it in this other corner? I think I'm gonna put this here, but to have the text aligned to the left. Well, my left. It's gonna be the right of the screen. So let's go back here. Copy that. Well, I'll already copy. Turn it into a brush. There we go. Very neat. Save this as final signature.png. Okay. And yes, once you save, you lose all undos. You cannot undo anything. Yeah, I'm trying to undo, pressing Ctrl Z to remove the signature. It doesn't work anymore. Not a problem, however. Not a problem. And, ooh, I saved it in the wrong folder. Let's go back to final.bin. Yes. This one will be saved as... Haven't I already done it though? Oh, I have. I like this. I do. Here with the signature, without the signature. All right. Next step. Close multi-paint. Next step is going to be open Photoshop. I almost forgot the name of the program. Let's open Photoshop. Hold up. Okay, I'm going to copy both of these here. You will get to see one of the Commodore 64 graphics artworks that I drew this week, and that is currently available in early access on my Ko-fi. Just not on DA or FA yet, but you'll get to see it here now. You don't get Photoshop? Why? What about is it that you don't get? I started this accidentally on purpose last Sunday, if you guys remember. But anyway, that's not what I need here. What I need is to actually remove it because I need something else. Bring Final into Photoshop. Keep looking around and yet I can't find where to buy a photo. I gotta love that jokes. Nice one. There. I am resizing this. This watermark is gonna have to be more visible. Either that, I'm gonna have to place this somewhere else. Nah, I'm gonna leave it there. It's fine. Okay, I am on the correct folder for this. Good. It is now time to decide what should be the final name, the actual name for this picture. Because Braveheart Headshot, that is just a placeholder. While I try to think, let me... Yes, close that. Let me make the preview. Nope, that's the one. Actually. Yeah. That should be perfect. Perfect. Delete that. Actually, it is not perfect because this is not actually centered. It has to be centered 100%. Otherwise, I am gonna feel very bothered. What an ambiguous word isn't it? It can mean a photo of the head, or I like English. Okay, now this is perfectly centered. And the save. Should I really have his eyes here? What about something else? Nah, just the eyes. The eyes are fine. Maybe just make this a little larger. Nah, it doesn't really make much of a difference. Just leave it like this. It's just a bit harder to read the words there. Let me do the thing. Yeah. Yes. Save as PNG. Wait, what did I name the file? Oh, I see. Okay. That's fine. Okay, now for this here. What happened? Another moth flew into your face? That's what, the third time in 2 days? Maybe 3 at most? What should be the file, the actual title for this? It's gotta be something cool. Check the M real quick. Let's see. AI GPU? What bloody hell is that? Are they trying to make the graphics card run AI on it? Man, I gotta be honest with you guys. I am sick of this trend of shoving AI into absolutely everything. Look at the runtime. 3 hours and 29 minutes. That's wow. That's a video by Gamers Nexus. I mean, the guy usually always make long videos, but Jesus Christ, that's gotta be. Hold up.
That's an Academy record.
That's an Academy record, yeah. Gamers Nexus, that's an Academy record. Explain your methods. You just uploaded 1 minute ago by screenshot. Yeah, man. Kudos to the guy for managing to make such long videos like that. Because my God, that's longer than movies. Well, most movies anyway. There are a few exceptions that are just as long, if not longer than that. But anyway, back to this. I still do not know what to name this. I don't want this to be called Braveheart Headshot. That is just a placeholder name. I need to think. Flames Within. No. Because that flame is not within. It's without. You know, within, without. Anyway. I will be silent for a short while I stare at this and try to think of a good title. I can't think of anything. What would be a good title for this? By the way, I think I am having a little bit of second thoughts about my choice of colors for this part of the shading on his neck. While I can't think of a title for this, I will do a little bit of toying around with that. But I will use Microsoft Paint for it, just to save on time. What do I want here? I think I want to select the dark brown. Yes. No. I want the lighter one. Retro Heart? I mean, could be. But I kind of was trying to think of something that involves the fire back there, you know? Ugh. Why won't you zoom out? That's not bad, but it doesn't look the greatest. Let me do this by sections, because I do not want to erase any wrong pixel. Down here, very carefully. This one down here, I will have to do it manually with a pencil. There.
The darkness within the trees, the monsters from deep unknown.
Yeah, that might work a little better. Yes, I think it does. Let's bring that into the bin file on Multipaint. Yeah. Overwrite final.png. And let's open Multipaint again. Yeah, it's .png, that's right. I should have set the mode first. Oh, I'm already in the folder. Never mind. There we go. There we go. Save as. Let me just zoom in to make sure everything is right here. Yeah, it looks fine. So save as final.bin. There we go. Now I can close multipaint for good. I would just have to resize this thing again to save as the actual file that I will upload. Where? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's paint. Oh, I also forgot the signature version on multipaint. So remember when I said that I'm gonna close multipaint for good now? Well, guess what? I lied. Here, final.bin, and let's open final.bin, final signature.bin. All I need from here is this. There. Now they are the exact same, but the shading of the neck. So, yes, clear this and save this. Let's overwrite. Oh, there is no final signature.bin. Oh no, the PNG. Ah! I guess I forgot to save it as a bin file as well. No problem. There are final.psd, PNG, and .bin, as well as the respective ones with the signature. Okay, now for real. Closing multipaint for real. Not opening it again. Alright, oh yes, I was going to resize this. Like nearest neighbor. And delete that. I'm going to save it again with the watermark, but on a different folder. Yes, here. Alright, now back to thinking of what to name this. I do want to title this something, well, not necessarily cool, but something that relates to the fire. Plus the expression, of course, as well. But what? I am usually good at naming my artworks, but for this one, I can't think of anything at the moment. The thing is, this picture was not planned. Everything that I draw is usually planned ahead. This one just happened. Just out of curiosity, what is it going to look like if I recolor these irises and use yellow? No, like that. No, I don't like it. help me out here, guys. Something that relates to his expression and the fire. His expression, it kind of looks like he is, I don't know, judging you, you know? Maybe a little disappointed in judging you. Or he's like, okay, imagine he's staring at you and he's just saying in a calm, however assertive, maybe a little passive-aggressive tone of voice. He's saying, so, you've chosen death. No. Yeah, I have no clue either, I think. Again, I didn't plan this. It just happened. I usually plan out, well, not really plan out the stuff that I draw, but I do some planning. You know, I usually imagine what the picture should look like when finished in my mind, and that's about when I start trying to think of a title for it. It don't just happen like on the spot last night. Put googly eyes on the inside. I actually will. Just for fun. No, hold up. Instead of drawing, I'm just going to grab a pair from the interwebs. Googly eyes PNG. Fake PNG, fake PNG. That's a real PNG. Oh, but it has a watermark. I was expecting to find better options. This would do. Save to the desktop. Minimize. Control A, Control C, Control V. Hang on, let me refresh Twitch on the other PC because the player borked out. Taking a while to load, huh? There we go. Cubic smoother. Yeah. It's not helping though. It is not really helping. It's funny though, just not helping. Man, why can't I think of anything to title this? Why? He judges you? No, that's an awful title. When you break trust? Yeah, maybe I could name it When You Break Trust. It's glorious. Yeah. But yeah, when you break trust, it's the best thing that I can think of for now. Broken trust? Something about trust. The last thing you see before you die? No, too morbid. Losing a dragon's trust? No, too long. And too lame, too corny. Too typical. Too common. Too dumb. I don't know what to name this. But at least we can see a little bit of the progress stages. Look at that. Nice. By the way, if you would like to see these progress stages, I think I will upload them as exclusive content to my Ko-fi. The picture itself will be made available on DeviantArt, just not immediately after I upload it to Ko-fi, because it is going to be early access on Ko-fi. But the progress stages, you know, this here, this, etc. These I will make available as exclusive content on Ko-fi. So only Ko-fi supporters will be able to see these. But otherwise, if you're not a supporter on Ko-fi, what's wrong with you? Just kidding. If you're not a supporter, you will be able to see the final product this year on DA and or my FA if you wish. Just not immediately. I just gotta figure it out what to call it. I hired a dragon to stare at you like this. Nah. Is the stream freezing? I'm not sure. Let me move this around to see if it is freezing on my other PC there. Oh, actually, it is frozen right now. It is moving again on Picarto. It is unfrozen now on Twitch. But very delayed, at least on my end. Let me see on the main PC. It is freezing. Okay, tell you what then. Since I can't think what to name this as of yet, and I have already been streaming for just a little over 3 hours. Although I did say that I wanted to do something else as well, you know, work on that other project in Photoshop. I think I'm actually going to wrap up here for tonight, because it is already night. Anyway, I will wrap up here, since clearly for some reason the stream is lagging a lot. And I will try to think of a name, and soon as I can figure it out what to call it, I will upload it as an early access picture to my Ko-fi. So you can look forward to that I will either upload this later today or tomorrow, sometime this week. But yeah, and after about 30 days after I upload it to Coffee, I will upload it for free for everybody at full quality and resolution on DeviantArt, and another 30 days after that it is gonna go into for Affinity as well. So yes, I'm going to wrap up here for now. Might yes, close this, save. Okay, so yeah, guys, thank you all so much for joining today's stream. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had fun. I'm sorry for the freezing of the stream at the end here. Maybe my internet is dying. I don't know. In fairness, I haven't paid the bill yet, so I might be limiting my bandwidth. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had fun. And hopefully I will be seeing you all again very soon on the next stream, whenever that is, which hopefully is going to be the next Friday. But until then, have a great week, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Riptang, thank you, guys. Thank you, my guys. And yeah, have a good one. Sleep well when you go to bed. God bless you all. Stay safe and healthy. And dream of dragons. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you all again very soon. Bye bye, everyone. See you.
Some problems and we don't know what to do. You've come to find your feelings and exactly what you knew. The odds are stacked quite poorly if without a winning hand. But bear in mind your bearing's only worse if you don't turn up. You're bad at taking trips because I'll turn your trips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes on setting not to crash. Citrus can seem quite big if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I will not let that my opinion of the shit up. Bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes and setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let that mark my opinion of the fate. I said if you could fix the failings of the current paradigm, we would have a hero who's supposed to be elusive and on time. Just on time. And then we would all contrive new conflicts, you know. So bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes and setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let that mark my opinion of the shit. Good bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes on setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let that mark my opinion of the stipulations placed before you to get all the things you really need. Mr. Big may make things hard, but you have got to plant your seeds. Go to war, fight more. Your dreams thrive by competition. You'll find no one famous ever got there just by flinching at their foes. Cling against the torment, claw with all your might at what you know. Don't let go, just grow. Don't wait to play to indecision. Don't bet on taking trips because you got to be more grand. You got to think ahead and carry out the things you planned. Citrus can be your fears when you can see where puzzles lay. Don't quit on hopes or dreams when you have simply got to chin up. Don't bet on sinking ships because they'll only drag you down. You've got to keep on sailing even when you want to frown. The world will keep on turning without matter where you land. You might as well be running when your feet should hit the sand. Shut up, don't bet on thinking just because you got to be more grand. Chin up, don't bet on sinking ships because they'll only drag you down. Chin up, don't bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your trips to trash.